is Pageria, and we find out Alice was a clone all along. Why, hello there YouTube and welcome back to Zombie Weekend. So it's our penultimate day, and I thought I would conclude my reviews on the original Resident Evil film series and review Resident Evil, the final chapter. So this is the final chapter in the, well, at least the original Resident Evil film series, you know, the whole Alice story arc that we get in this film series. And up to now they've kept their word on that. But then we got Welcome to Racoon City, which is a completely different story, reboot, whatever. But for now, I'm talking about this one. So, you know, it's the final chapter where Alice, Milla Jovoich, is, you know, making her way back to Racoon City, to the Hive, to retrieve, you know, from the Umbrella Corporation, the cure for the T-virus. And we find out that the whole, you know, a virus and stuff and the events and everything were all planned by the Umbrella Corporation, by Dr. Isaacs, who basically orchestrated the whole thing. We get Wesker in there again as well, who is now turned against Alice and is back with the Umbrella Corporation. We also come across the character Alicia, who is played by you know, Milla Jovoich and Paul W.S. Anderson's real-life daughter, Eva Anderson, who is starting to make a name for a name for her own self in you know, the film industry, because, you know, she got a brief appearance in the Black Widow movie in the openings, playing young Natasha, and then she played Wendy in Peter Pan and Wendy. But you know, she was the daughter of the co-owner of the Umbrella Corporation, and her image was, you know, of the Red Queen was modelled after her. And of course she also plays, she also isn't as dead as we thought when she's alive still, but with the aging condition known as Pageria. And we find out Alice was a clone all along, created by the Umbrella Corporation, and she is the woman that Alicia could never be. And also, yeah, you know, after fighting for it, she finally unleashes the anti-T virus, the cure, and the dead then die and stay dead, and then so begins the reconstruction of what they can build back from the Earth. And, you know, we find that, you know, the Umbrella Corporation has done a whole Noah's Ark thing with the rich and powerful, but they put a stop to that. So that's the essential story there. So what did I like about this one? Well, the last dozen Resident Evil movies, as I said, felt like cash grabs. They felt cheaply done and just action and cheese. But this one, I actually think they did a slight improvement with it. I really do. I mean, like I say, with all the others, I've got bored with them, watching them. I've even got my phone out and that. But this one, I actually paid attention to it. I remember seeing it when it came out, and that was the once, and I recently rewatched it again for the second time to you know, review it. But this time round, I actually do think it was a bit of an improvement. It had a bit more story to it, it had a bit more elements in there, a bit more of a backstory and stuff, and had some good action in there, some good zombies, some good, you know, apocalyptic stuff going on. Milla Jovoich nailing it in this. We get the return of Larter as well as Claire after her absence in the previous film. We get Milla Jovoich in multiple roles again, playing old Alicia and Alice, and then, like I said, her real life daughter playing the Red Queen this time. But still, there were some effects which I thought were bland and cheap, and you could tell were CG. But I, you know, didn't care that much. I just, you know, laid back, relaxed, watched the film, and didn't get distracted this time round. And it's on for almost 2 hours, but I gotta be honest, that time actually flew for me. I mean, yeah, maybe the last 10 minutes or so did kind of drag, but at that point I was, still invested. I still watched, and I thought it was, a good conclusion to this series. And to be honest, yeah, I don't think there is a need for any more Resident Evil films in this series, because I think they wrapped it up nicely. We now know that Alice was going to go off and rebuild the world. The virus would take time to spread around the Earth, given that, but, yeah, this was a good way to conclude it, and I think, yeah, there is no need for any more of these Resident Evil movies. I mean, there were some moments as well which were, like, cheap, but it was alright. Iain Glen as Dr. Alexander Isaacs. He was a good villain, and I don't think we'd seen him since the third movie, Extinction, and we then find that they're all just clones of him and the original is hibernating in the hive. But yeah, Iain Glen, an actor that I've become familiar with in recent years, given his role in Game of Thrones and them 2 episodes of Doctor Who and the Bad Education movie. Yeah, he's a good actor, I think. So, Resident Evil, the final chapter. What am I going to rate this one? You know what? They improved it a bit more. Still, did kind of feel as if it were a bit of a cash grab, but one worth paying for to see. I mean, I saw it when it came out in cinemas, but yeah, this is the first time I'd watched it from home in years, because like I say, it did drag a bit, but I take some of that back now, because it's not, I think it's a slightly well, just not brilliantly, but I don't know. Will I watch it again? Probably not anytime soon, but maybe leave it a few years and rewatch again. Yeah, probably. So for now, with the mood I'm in with this one, I'll give it 3.5 brains out of 5. 3.5 brains out of 5 for Resident Evil, the final chapter. So there you go. There's your review for today, and that's it for this episode of Zombie Weekend. So I will see you tomorrow for the final day, the series finale, where I'll review another one. So yeah, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. All my social media links are down below in the description, so you can check all that out. I've been Random Russ, and this has been Zombie Weekend Day 15. So until next time, don't have nightmares.